me! Move me out!
You will go one-on-one with The Undertaker!
Hello everybody and welcome to Hit the Books, the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. I am your host, as always, Ryan Knightsey, and with me, as always, my fellow co-host and fellow writer of these Royal Rumbles, Mikey, man, Freddie, Mikey, welcome to the program, welcome to the road to WrestleMania, welcome to the, just everything in life.
We're on the road to WrestleMania, and we're gonna get there, and it's gonna be a big wrestling event.
It's not only a big WrestleMania event, it's going to be a two-night event.
A big two-parter, baby.
A two-parter indeed.
Too big for one night.
It's so big, we need two nights. And yeah, I don't know where I'm going with that. But everybody, welcome to Hit the Books. If you've never listened to the show, thank you so much for tuning in on this special Royal Rumble pay-per-view. Basically, what we are is a realistic fantasy booking podcast, where every single week, Mikey and I write our own versions of Raw and Smackdown. Every single Friday, we have an episode that comes out. I book Raw, Mikey books Smackdown, and we present those cards to each other and to you, and you get to vote on who had the better Rumble. Not Rumble, better show, better card, better Smackdown or Raw.
Who had the better Rumble, me or Ryan?
Even though we're booking the same Rumble. I guess we could have done that. I guess one of us could have booked the men's and one of us booked the women's, but no, we're not doing that. I feel like that'd be a lot more work for some reason.
50-50 booking, baby.
Yeah. So basically, every single week, we book our own versions of Raw and SmackDown, present them to each other, present them to you, and you can vote on who you thought was better. But today is the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. Today, we are booking a huge card of pay-per-view matches, and of course, two Rumbles right in store, Mikey.
Two whole Royal Rumbles to book. Yeah, we got a lot of moments to get through, a lot of people to eliminate.
Yes. When we eliminate them, we're gonna have a lava pit moat outside the Rumble.
We have a new stipulation on this Rumble. If you're eliminated, you're fired.
And by that we mean it's an Inferno match Rumble, where if you get eliminated, you fall into a pit of flames.
And only the last two participants of the Rumble have WWE contracts still.
Exactly right. No, we're doing a normal Rumble, normal men's and women Rumble. And speaking of the Royal Rumble, Michael, I guess I'm not wrong.
I love it, Michael.
Speaking of the Rumble, we got a card already written out for us. So, Mikey, let's run it down for the folks at home so that they know what's happening on this Rumble tonight.
Yes, let's do it. We're starting off on the pre-show with Mickie James and Chelsea Green taking on Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke.
Also on the pre-show, we have the SmackDown Tag Team titles up for grabs with the Usos defending their titles against Morrison and Andrade.
All right, and into the main show we go with the Men's Royal Rumble kicking us off.
Following that up with the Women's Tag Team Championship match, Nia Jax and Tamina defending their titles against the team of Toni Storm and Piper Niven.
After that, we got Kevin Owens taking on Samoa Joe for the Intercontinental Championship in a 2 out of 3 falls match.
After that, we have another stipulation, Ricochet and Ciampa, Tommaso Ciampa, for the United States Championship in a steel cage match.
After that, we got Sasha Banks taking on Bianca Belair for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Following that, we have Keith Lee versus Dijakovic for the WWE Championship.
And then in our main event, we have the Women's Royal Rumble.
Yes, big time Royal Rumble here, Mikey. I'm excited to get to it. These Royal Rumbles always take a while to book, so I say we just get straight into it.
Yeah, let's jump right in.
Start booking these cards. So we're opening up the show, obviously, with some pre-show matches. Mickie James and Chelsea Green, I guess 2/3 of... They don't have a trio name, but they've been sort of teaming up together recently and have been brought together by Liv Morgan. They attacked and destroyed Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke's locker room. And then following 2 weeks ago, when they had a title match, Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke lost the title match, but then after the match were attacked by Green and James. So that's what prompted this pre-show match. Mikey, I'll let you know that the winners of this match are going to be Mickie James and Chelsea Green. Rose and Brooke do not get their revenge, their proper revenge.
Big win for James and Green.
James and Green. My thought process here was that This is like, I think they haven't had a win together as a tag team. I don't even know for certain if they have teamed together yet as a tag team. So my thought process, like, oh, I need to have them. They've had a match before. So this is like their second win in a long time, in like a month and a half, 2 months maybe. So it's like, I need to get them to win. And also, maybe we'll have some challenges eventually for the women's tag team titles. So let's see where we go with that. But yeah, James and Green get the victory.
Big win for them. I like that. I like your reasoning there. It makes sense. It sucks that Rose and Brooke couldn't get the revenge, but I like where I have a feeling this isn't the end of this.
No, I don't think so either. I think it's a little bit of that, we gotta... It's the thing of, like, we're building up teams in the women's tag team division, so to do so, someone's gotta win matches.
Yeah.
And I think Rose and Brooke haven't built up enough where they can take a loss here to James and Green to help James and Green rise up.
You have been building them up for a while, so that does make sense.
Yeah, I think it works out.
After that, we have the Usos taking on Morrison and Andrade for the Smackdown Tag Team Championships.
Yes.
Yeah, and in this one, Morrison and Andrade pick up the victory. New tag team champions on the pre-show.
Really? Why? What? Okay.
Short run for the Usos here.
Very transition champions here. Undisputed Era had the titles. They were taking on Morrison and Andrade, and I think it was a ladder match.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Usos come back in, take the titles, and now Morrison and Andrade take them back.
Yes. I think the idea was that Morrison and Andrade were pissed that the Usos kind of just got to be involved in that title match, even though they were out for weeks because of getting beat up by the Undisputed Era. So when they came into that ladder match and made it a triple threat, it pissed off Morrison and Andrade, and I think they had the fire here and wanted a little bit of revenge. And I think Morrison and Andrade have been being built up for a while now, and I feel like it was time,
No, I like it. I like them winning here. I think that's a solid move. I just didn't expect it, honestly. I just didn't expect Morrison and Andrade to get the win here. They beat them in tag team action, I think 2 weeks ago, and then they beat them for the titles. So
yeah,
I just didn't expect it.
Like I said, I just figured it was their time. I've been building them up for a long time, and I feel like if I didn't do it here, it's like, if not now, then when? But also, I just really like Morrison and Andrade as champions here. I think they could be really good, cocky champions, which is something we kind of need over on SmackDown a little bit, I feel like, with Sami Zayn being busy.
That's one way to put abduction.
With Sami Zayn dealing with the Fiend and whatever, I think Morrison and Andrade could be good, like, braggart champions.
Yeah, I like that. I think they could cut some solid promos here. I think,
and the Usos are the Usos. They can always come back, right?
That's true. They can always come back. Okay, makes sense. I think that makes sense. Okay, well then let's go into the main card here, and let's start off strong with the men's Royal Rumble. First time booking the Royal Rumble. This is why I say first time. This is our third time booking the Royal Rumble. Third time doing Royal Rumble pay-per-view. Third time doing the men's Royal Rumble. I guess in a way this is our fifth Royal Rumble. We've discussed this in the past. Royal Rumble is always incredibly difficult to book. For whatever reason, I don't know. Like like the fact that you have to get some moments together, make sure people are all timed out correctly, make sure people are eliminated and by whom and whatnot. And we've tried to simplify it throughout the years. And I think we've come up to a good possible solution, at least today, Mikey. And I guess we'll see how it plays out. So yeah, I mean, are you excited about this year's men's Royal Rumble?
Yeah, always. I'm always excited for the Rumble, man. It's the Rumble. How could you not be excited? How can you not feel that energy coursing through your veins, man?
I mean, you can't tell me what to do. Well, let's book the Royal Rumble. So how we're doing it this year is we are going to have a couple. We've already announced some people for the Royal Rumble. Those people are Roman Reigns, MVP, Cesaro, Bobby Lashley, Sheamus, Drew McIntyre, King Corbin, Elias, Daniel Bryan, Chad Gable, Murphy, and Seth Rollins. They've all been already announced for the Rumble. That leaves 18 open slots. So obviously we have to put those people in and find extra superstars to put in for the 18 slots. Mikey and I also decided that we have, speaking of moments, we want to make sure that we get some moments. So we've handwritten some moments that we want to make sure to get involved. So I think, for example, someone eliminates another person. We want to make sure that happens because it's a storyline thing. Then we're going to put those people somewhere on the Rumble where it makes sense, where they get slotted in correctly. We're going to make sure all these moments get put together, then figure out the rest of the roster. I think it might make more sense as we do it, and so we'll get there. We'll also reveal our final 6. I'll have 3 people I picked. Mikey has 3 people he picked. Who the final 6 of the Rumble are going to be. We're going to talk about each person as a possible Rumble winner. And then we're going to flip a coin. That's it. We're going to flip a coin to see which brand wins it.
Yep.
And then that person can then decide who wins the Rumble.
Yeah.
So big things are on the line. So let's get to it, Mikey. I want to know what's. Give me one of your moments. Let's start with you, Mikey. What's one moment that you want to make sure is happening in this Rumble?
Okay. So one of my moments I want to make sure is happening. I want the ring to be full of people.
Okay.
And then I want Braun Strowman and I want Karrion Kross to clear out everybody and have the ring to themselves.
Okay. Okay then. So how do we achieve this? Obviously, there's both of them are later in the Rumble.
So I think one of them could be in already, and I think it's going to be Braun.
Okay.
And I think as soon as Cross comes, him and Braun go face to face. Here's the moment I want, right?
Yeah.
I want Braun and Karrion Kross face to face, staring each other down, and then I want Cross. I want them to have that nod and agreement of you know what? For now, let's put aside our differences, clear out the ring, and then once we have a clear ring, we fight.
By that, when you say clear ring, are we talking eliminating everyone in the ring, or just eliminating some people, knocking out some others?
Yeah, I want them to be in the middle and then turn their backs on each other and just go split the ring in half basically, and Cross starts taking out people on one side and knocking people out on one side, putting them down on the ground, and then Braun does the same thing on the other side, and then either everyone's a handful of people are eliminated, a handful of people are down, and it's just Cross and Braun standing in the middle.
Okay. I slotted Braun at number 7 and Karrion Kross at number 12.
I like that.
I figured 12 people or 11 people, or I guess 10 people if you don't count Braun. 10 people might be a good size for that. Do you want to do more people or less people? What are you thinking?
I think I like this. I like where they're at.
Okay. Then we'll do that. I think that's a good number. And then who are they eliminating? Is there anyone specifically we want to have them to be eliminated? I don't know. I guess we'll figure that out later.
Yeah, they can throw out... they don't have to throw out anybody important. They could just be throwing out people I don't know, Kalisto, Botalis.
Kona Reeves.
Yeah, the randoms, the extras.
That's fair. How dare you say that to Kona Reeves?
Kona Reeves.
The god, the goat. Okay, well then let's do another one where it is going to be... I'm going to have Lince Dorado, who had his arm broken by Tommaso Ciampa, enters the Rumble and eliminates Tommaso Ciampa.
Whoa, big elimination for Lince there.
Yes, big elimination for Lince there.
Love that.
So I'm going to say, where does that happen? It happens near the end, and not near the end, but I'm going to say, I'm thinking Lince at a 17 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe Tommaso Ciampa is someone in that fray of Karrion Kross and Braun Strowman.
Yeah, and that he's one of the people who gets knocked out, doesn't get eliminated.
Yes, so I'm thinking Tommaso Ciampa at 10 maybe.
Okay.
And then Lince, or maybe I'll move Lince Dorado up to 16 or something. Something like that.
That works. I like that.
Yeah, I want Lince Dorado to get that moment of revenge, eliminate Tommaso Ciampa. I think sets him up for the future.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Okay, what's another moment you got?
Another moment I got is I want Carmella to help Corbin eliminate Elias.
Carmella to help Corbin eliminate Elias. Okay. Okay. That can happen anywhere.
I want Corbin fight. I want Corbin and Elias is on the apron.
Mm-hmm.
And they're fighting, and then Carmella sneaks up behind Elias with his guitar and smashes it over his back.
Okay. Makes sense.
Which helps them get the elimination.
So that can really happen anywhere, right?
That could literally happen at any point in the Rumble.
So they both survive. So are any of them before the Cross Strowman tornado?
The Cross Strowman tornado.
Yes.
I think Corbin is involved in the Cross Strowman tornado, and I think Elias comes in after. That's why. I'm going to go with the reason. That's why Corbin needs help eliminating Elias, because Elias is a little fresher.
Okay. Well, then where's Corbin? Where do you want King Corbin coming in?
Let's put King Corbin at number 6.
King Corbin, right before Braun Strowman. Corbin and
yes.
Strowman. King Corbin comes out, and where do you want what's his face? Elias.
Let's get Elias in at.
Yeah, how deep do you want Elias to come in where Corbin stays in?
Let's get Elias in at number 14.
14. Okay.
Have a little time to settle down from the Braun Strowman carry across tornado.
Mm-hmm. So Elias comes in, a little bit of a settling down. We eliminate Ciampa, and then a little bit after that, Corbin eliminates Elias with the help of Carmella.
Yes. I also, at some point, I want Braun or Cross to eliminate each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they both knock each other out.
Okay. I like where we're going with this. They both knock each other out. Makes sense. Makes sense.
They get too heated. They get too heated in fighting each other and don't even realize they both go over the top rope or something.
Mm-hmm. No, I like that. I like that a lot. So we know that they're not in the final 6. Get them out of here. Get those losers. Get those goddamn losers out of here.
This also leads to a spoiler later for the Women's Royal Rumble, because I do want Corbin to return the favor on Carmella.
It makes sense. That makes sense. It does also make sense. I'm trying to see where my other people here on the Rumble here. Let's see, Tommaso Ciampa, Karrion Kross, Braun Strowman, King Corbin, Elias. Okay, that's everybody so far. Moving on to my next moment.
Okay.
Sort of a big one here. I'm gonna do this one because I think this is the next moment's bigger. Next moment I want to have is Drew McIntyre is gonna get eliminated.
Okay.
By 3 people.
Drew McIntyre is gonna get eliminated by 3 people.
Yes. Apollo Crews, Akira Tozawa, Roman Reigns.
Interesting.
Basically, Roman Reigns is does it, but then Crews and Tozawa help, and that's how they get.
Not all of One Nation. One Nation with help from Roman.
Well, yeah, Ciampa's gone, so Ciampa's got eliminated.
Yeah,
so this happens. McIntyre gets eliminated some place after Ciampa gets eliminated, okay. But that also means that Crews and Tozawa are in here as well somewhere.
Yes.
So we got to figure out. So that's 4 people we got to find slots for.
Maybe.
I'm thinking McIntyre at 23. No. I think Roman's got to be the freshest man of that 4.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
So let's say Roman at 23.
Okay.
A classic Rumble number. Crews or Tozawa are definitely in the Tornado Storm.
Yes.
One of them are in the Storm. Let's put Apollo. Let's have Apollo Crews go deep. Yeah, because that's the question. One of these guys has to go deep. Is it Crews?
Have Apollo Crews go on the longer run.
Yeah, let's have Apollo Crews go on the run. And then we got to get McIntyre in here as well somewhere.
There's always that one person in the Rumble who's they come in at number 3 and their brawl, like there's like a big brawl later where it's like 22-25, and you're like, oh shit, they're still there.
Wait a second.
Person is Apollo Crews.
So Drew McIntyre. What if he's number 13, unlucky number 13 after Cross?
I like that.
We'll do that. And to be said, everybody, some of these may get flipped around. We might move some people around.
Yeah.
And then we can do maybe like 19 Akira Tozawa.
Okay.
Something like that. And then blah, 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 blah. Roman Reigns comes in, and eventually those 3 people help eliminate Drew McIntyre of the Rumble.
Yes. I like that.
Yes. I want to make sure that the Roman McIntyre feud continues, but I want to have Crews and Tozawa do stuff.
Gotcha.
Okay. What's your final moment for the Men's Royal Rumble?
My final moment is that I want Murphy to eliminate Rollins.
Wow. Okay. Murphy eliminates Rollins. Okay, so there's a lot of things first we got to do. Is that Rollins coming in at a high number, Murphy's coming in at a low mid number.
And not only that, I want Dave Mastiff to help.
Ooh, I like this a lot. Okay, so, I like that a lot. Okay, so where are these people coming in? Rollins.
Like here's what I'm picturing. I think of a thing and then I add more on. And I keep thinking about more stuff. Here's what I'm picturing.
Go for it.
I'm picturing Mastiff and Rollins are fighting like on the apron, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like they're battling back and forth. Murphy is like, and then Murphy was like down in the corner, or Murphy enters.
Mm-hmm.
Murphy runs in, sees this battle, and like has that moment of like, oh, I need to pick a side, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Rollins thinks like, oh yeah, Murphy's just gonna come help me get rid of Mastiff, but then instead Murphy just like runs over and just like levels Rollins and just helps Mastiff eliminate him.
Ooh, I like that. This also means that Murphy runs deep in this Rumble.
Yeah.
He's running deep. Okay, so let's figure out these placements. So Murphy has a low to mid number. Mastiff has a number. Both of these guys are before Rollins.
Yes.
Well, no, hold on. Yes. Well, no, it doesn't matter. Rollins has a high number. Mastiff can be wherever because he just has to be challenging Rollins. Mm-hmm. Okay, so where are we thinking these guys?
I think. I like Murphy being part of the Storm.
Part of the Storm. Okay.
Yeah. I like how we've just are referring to Cross and Strowman as the Storm.
Of course, that's a new tag team. TikTok, storms are brewing.
I like Murphy being part of the Storm because then it like gets. I feel like it makes him regret himself giving his number to Rollins even more.
Yeah,
you know,
I like that.
Influences the decision to turn on him.
I like that. Where is he in the Storm then?
How big do we want How far do we want Murphy to run here?
I mean, is the number 1 or 2? Because that would be the real like screw you that Rollins would have given him. That might be too much. Too many hats.
Yeah, that's probably too much. Let's say like 8. He comes in like maybe like right after Strowman.
Sure. Murphy. Okay, and then let's figure out Rollins here.
Mm-hmm. Rollins has a good number because Rollins took Murphy's good number that he picked.
Yeah, he has a high number here. So where's Rollins? At the bottom of this.
Can Rollins come in either before or after Reigns? Just because,
like right before or right after?
Just like just as like a nod.
Yeah, sure.
Like, hey, it's these guys. You know these guys.
What would be better? Rollins right before Roman or Roman right after?
I think I like it after. I'm not trying to like upstage Roman, but I like the idea of Roman coming in the ring and then Rollins coming in right after, and they're like two just completely changed people from when they were friends.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like we have Roman being like head of the table hitting people with Brinks trucks, and we have Seth Rollins pretending to be God.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Do they help?
And then they just meet like face to face, like, damn, a lot has changed, huh? Like,
do they do a shield bomb?
I mean,
with the two of them,
without the third.
Yes, that's the question. Do they help each other or do they fight each other? That's the question.
I think.
I feel like they're two. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was gonna say I think they help each other for a little bit, and then one of them tries to turn on the other.
Yeah, I feel like they're two egomaniacal.
Yeah, they both have gigantic egos now. So I think you're right. I think one of them has to I feel like maybe they work together a little bit just to get like that little pop, but after that it's like Roman says like, yeah, whatever, just spear Seth or something, you know?
Yeah. Roman like kicks him the balls.
Yeah. Seth goes to do like the fist and Roman's like, nah, bam.
Yeah, middle finger to the balls. Yeah. Okay, then where's Mastiff?
I want Mastiff to be higher or lower than Rollins. I think I want Mastiff to be.
I feel like Mastiff is like 20.
I like that.
It's like not a bad number. He gets in there. Might have a couple tussles with McIntyre, Roman, Roman a little bit.
Yeah, okay. I'm cool with that.
Okay. What else do we have? We have my last one as well. And in a similar vein. So to be fair, so Mastiff and Murphy eliminate Rollins, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, in a similar vein to what you had, again, people, we had two different ideas about, coming in. We had no idea what the other person was going to do. But in a similar vein, I'm gonna have Daniel Bryan come in at 15.
Oh, I think I know what's gonna happen. I think I have an idea.
That's fair. And I'm gonna want Chad Gable to be really far down here.
Okay.
At number like 26.
Okay.
And guess what's happening here?
Is Chad Gable gonna eliminate Daniel Bryan?
Yes, he is. Chad Gable's gonna eliminate Daniel Bryan. Or should I do the opposite since you had?
No, I think I like that moment. I think it's okay to have more than one of those.
Yeah, I think to be double down. Chad Gable, Daniel Bryan has a very good run.
That's IP theft.
That's fair.
The double down is IP theft. Get out of here.
That's fair.
That's for our other show.
Hey, I did music. I got some IP in there. Okay, so Chad Gable's very deep in the Rumble, and he eliminates Daniel Bryan. That'd be my last moment. I want Gable to eliminate Bryan. So this is like it'd be slightly a face turn for Gable. That's the impetus of this idea.
Okay. I'm into that.
I imagine similar to the vein for Murphy. Okay. Is that everything? That's all of our spots in here.
That's all of our moments, yeah.
So let's fill out the rest of these people. So we have Sheamus, who has a high number. Where do we want Sheamus?
I think I want Sheamus at 28.
28, very good number. Luck of the Irish indeed.
Sheamus got a solid number, yeah.
And then we have LLC, MVP, Cesaro, and Bobby Lashley, sprinkled throughout the Rumble. One of these guys is going to be... I think one of these guys has to be in the fucking Storm.
Okay.
But who
I think
is
Cesaro. I think it's got to be one of the big boys. It's got to be Cesaro or Lashley.
My vote. Can I have a vote?
Yeah.
I want Bobby Lashley as number 1.
Bobby Lashley is number 1?
Yeah.
I'm into that.
I also like Bobby Lashley there, and then number 3 is Apollo Crews, so we get that LLC One Nation idea here.
Very interesting.
I just like that.
Ooh, who's number 2? Who's Bobby Lashley starting off in the ring with?
That's a great question. We'll figure that out later. Right now, MVP Cesaro. I think MVP is not getting last. He's not like doing his boys dirty or anything.
Okay.
So maybe MVP is in the Storm as well at number 11.
Okay.
Like, I like the idea of it's Tommaso Ciampa, then MVP, and then Karrion Kross, and then Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
Like, he's gonna get eliminated somewhere. And then Cesaro, I don't think Cesaro's too
Maybe
late.
MVP is one of the people who gets eliminated in the Storm instead of just knocked out.
Yeah, that might be fair. And then Lashley can stay in.
Yeah.
But then Cesaro, I want to put at 17 after Lince Dorado.
Okay.
So that way we eliminate Tommaso Ciampa, we eliminate one bald guy, and put in a new one with Cesaro.
Eliminate one bald guy and put in another bald guy.
Of course. Well, that's how it's done. That's how it has to be done.
There can only be one bald guy in the ring at a time.
Yes. So Karrion Kross, he's got to be eliminated at some point too. He's eliminated himself. Braun's eliminated himself. Ciampa's out. Paula Cruz still in there. So dang it. There we go. Okay, so that is everything. So we still have a lot of slots left. We have 1, 2, 3. Well, I don't know why I'm counting, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 slots left. We got number 2. We got 30. A lot of slots left. So let's start filtering in. Well, before we start filtering in, let's talk Final 6. Because I want to present our Final 6 to tease people with. And then we'll fill in the rest of the slot and then decide on the Final 6.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't we start with the Final 6? You started first last time, so Mikey, so just go right ahead. Who is one of your people in the Final 6?
One of my people I want in the Final 6.
It could be anyone that we've already mentioned, or obviously people new, and that might help us.
One of the people I want in the Final 6 is Mastiff.
Mastiff. Not surprised, honestly.
I want Big Dave Mastiff in the Final 6.
Okay, well then I'll continue that same line of thinking. I'm going to say Chad Gable.
Chad Gable makes it. I like that.
Final 6, Chad Gable.
Who else do I want to make it up here?
Again, it could be people we've already announced or people who have not yet been in the Rumble, and we'll figure it out later.
So a thing I want to happen in the Rumble, not a moment per se, but more of like an overarching thing, is that I want Styles and Balor to work together.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely want one of those two in the Final 6.
Okay.
And I think it's gonna be Balor.
Finn Balor in the Final 6. And we'll figure. We had to remember. So I'll write these down as well. That we are going to have to make sure that AJ Styles and Finn Balor get in the Rumble. So that is an important spot for them to be in it. Another Final 6 I have in here. Maybe a no surprise. Roman Reigns.
Fair enough.
Makes it in the Final 6.
Makes it into the Final 6. I like that.
Yes. Who's your number 5? Who's your final member?
My number 5.
Are you thinking this up by the spot, by the way? I thought you had this written down.
Nope.
Oh, that's fine.
I'm thinking. You know what? Sheamus. Number 28.
I like it. Like Luck of the Irish.
Yeah.
And my Final 6. Edge.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Edge in the Final 6, baby. So our final.
What a wild 6. Roman, I feel like always has to be in the Final 6 just to give all the fans that like fear that like, oh man, Roman can just win it again, huh?
Yeah. I feel like Edge has to be in it just because of the story that he's been. I was like, he's got to be in the Rumble here, and he's got to be high up here.
Yeah.
But I love Balor. I love Mastiff. I love. Look at the. We got Balor, Sheamus, and Mastiff. A lot of European folk in here. Representing Ireland, representing the UK. A lot of European folk in here. And then we got Gable, Romans, and Edge. I guess
we got Gable, Roman.
Edge represents Vikings. I guess.
I guess.
Okay, so we got to make sure. Let's put these guys in here then. Styles, Balor, and Edge. They're all going in here at some point. Any sort of thoughts or feelings about any of these guys, where they're slotted?
I think I want Finn Balor to have a run.
A run? Okay. Is he before or after the Storm? I feel like he shouldn't be, personally, just because I feel like the rest of these people need to be filled up with bodies.
People, yeah. So I think he's before the Storm.
You think Balor is the Storm? And before the Storm?
Yeah, I think Balor's before Strowman.
Okay.
I want Balor to have a good run.
Okay. Big ol' Storm. But I was saying number 5 right before King Corbin, right?
That works.
Okay, then where do you want AJ Styles?
I don't want Styles to be too far behind.
Do you want to do 9? That's a lot of bodies that we aren't eliminating.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe Balor has to be after, because I don't want Balor and AJ to be too far apart.
Because we can do, maybe we do like
Balor. No, maybe do like Balor 18 and AJ 21.
Okay, that's what I was about to suggest. Because that's still a solid run, number 18.
Mm-hmm.
Going into the final 6, potential winner. You know?
Yeah.
That's still a very solid run. Edge. Where should Edge be? I don't want to put him at 22. It's very tantalizing to have him at 22 because we have a nice big slot here, folks. But before that is Styles. After that is Reigns and Rollins.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a lot of people. I'm thinking Edge.
I was thinking Edge is like 25 or 27.
I'm thinking like he's either 27, 29, or 30. I think 30 is too on the nose.
I like 27.
27. A very
another
solid
him
number.
being up there.
Yeah. Oh, I just eliminated Edge from the wrong thing. There we go. Edge. He's high up there. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 slots left. Okay. Number 2, number 30, still open. We have 0 NXT people in. We got 0 surprises in. What are we thinking?
What are we thinking?
Definitely some bodies.
I think we need some bodies. Yeah.
Yeah.
We need some bodies for the Storm here.
So we'll throw in some various superstars and maybe some NXT guys.
Yeah. Who's going against Bobby Lashley at number 2?
That's a great question. Great question.
I feel like we could have a surprise there. I think it could be fun having Bobby Lashley go against like a surprise entrance, and then Bobby Lashley just like destroying them. Probably. Oh,
and then Bobby Lashley eliminates somebody, and then Apollo Crews comes in, and that's when the real show starts. Or it's either that or we do like a solid
name and like have someone like make a good showing for themselves.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking at the NXT roster.
Me too.
To see if there's anybody that really pops out as someone that could take on a Bobbert Lashley.
I'm looking at people like the names I'm looking at are like Gargano, Loomis, Thatcher, Dunn.
What about Leon Ruff?
Leon Ruff's not bad.
Leon Ruff is not a bad choice though.
I'm just gonna.
Yeah, you can eliminate some people.
I'm just gonna.
There's a couple of people in there that need to be eliminated. I just put down because I was like, nah, I'm not gonna deal with these guys right now. Yeah. Oh, you found another person that needs to be. I'm just gonna do this one as well for you. I'm honestly my pick. If I had to pick 2 people, so if you only pick, let's pick 2 people. And we'll figure out from there. And my 2 people are either Leon Ruff. Do really like Leon Ruff in there.
Oh my god, we could use Alex Zane?
Technically, he's been signed.
Oh my god, we could use Alex Zane. We could use the Rascals. Ah!
Well, they're not the Rascals. They're MDK, obviously, sir.
Oh, but they're the Rascals in my heart.
Yeah, that's true. But my 2 people were Leon Ruff and I think Swerve.
I like Swerve.
Yeah.
I like Swerve a lot.
Getting a little shine there, a little moment.
Yeah, I think put Swerve at number 2.
Okay, we'll put Isaiah Swerve Scott as number 2. Number 1, Bobby Lashley. Number 2, Swerve.
I love that.
Here we go. Okay, then let's talk. What else we got here? We got Bobby Lashley, Isaiah Swerve Scott, Apollo Crews. Filling out more bodies. We got 3 more people that need to be in the Storm.
3 more people need to be in the Storm. Rick Buggs.
Rick Buggs. You know what I'm looking at? Who I think would be a great member of the Storm?
Who's that, Ryan?
Abyss.
Abyss?
Yes.
Really?
Impact Wrestling star Abyss, who is a road agent for WWE. I just want to see maybe put in because I think that'd be a cool early pop that gets eliminated by Strowman and Cross.
Okay, all right, I'm into that.
I mean, it's either that or like fucking Jamie Noble. No, not.
I like Abyss for the pop.
Yeah, I think Abyss for the pop. So I'll say, where's Abyss? Where's Abyss in this? Where's Abyss in this mess? Let's do Abyss at 5.
Okay.
Let's do Abyss at 5. Number 5, Abyss. Okay, so we got 2 more slots, maybe some more NXT people or some roster dummies.
Yeah.
What are we thinking? Filling this up. People who are 100% getting eliminated, but are still cool pops.
100% getting eliminated, but still cool pops. Oh my god, I forgot all of these people are here.
Who else? Who'd be nice in here?
I think, you know what? I think like a Killian Dane.
Okay. A little more Storm action, but he gets eliminated to show that Strowman or Cross are a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do Killian Dane at 9, maybe.
Okay, works for me.
Killian Dane at 9. Okay, and then who's that number 4? Who's right after Apollo Crews and right before Abyss?
Who could like bridge that gap?
Who indeed can bridge that gap? That's a great question. I would love. Do we have anyone in the NXT roster that used to be in Impact with Abyss or TNA with Abyss?
Who comes in right before Abyss?
Yeah,
Christian.
Yeah, but I'm wondering if there's anyone in NXT that fits that mold. I mean, Cameron Grimes technically was in Impact. Not technically. Technically, he was in Impact. I don't know how you're technically in anything. Who else? Anyone else that's on here? I mean, I guess Nash Carter or Wes Lee of the formerly of the Radicals.
The Rascals?
What did I say? The Radicals? Yeah, they're joining Eddie Guerrero and Dean Malenko and the Radicals. I don't know if you saw this guy too, who's on this list.
Yeah, I did.
That's not a bad pick. I guess Dexter Loomis was also in Impact.
Yeah. Was it? Wait, what? Why am I agreeing to that? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I believe Santos Escobar was in here for like a smidge as part of the AAA sort of thing. Mm. But honestly, of all those people, I feel like Cameron Grimes might be the best.
Santos Escobar was he the one who was in Lucha Underground?
Yes, he was.
Okay.
I don't remember his name right off the bat.
The Hunter guy.
Yeah, the Hunter guy. What was his name?
I can't remember. I literally just watched a match of his on Independent Waters. I watched him. We just watched him versus Rey Fenix in a ladder match.
This is a great match. King Cuerno. But yes, he was on Impact for a smidge as part of the AAA thing. But yeah, so my pick would be Cameron Grimes, honestly. I think Cameron Grimes is a good bridge featuring this. I just like Cameron Grimes coming out and facing these guys. Sure, works for me. Plus, you get Cameron Grimes to maybe show off a lot of cool moves with Isaiah Swerve Scott. Yeah, that's true. They have a lot of history as well. Okay, so we have literally 1 to 21 picked. Nice. And we got a lot more left to go. Okay, so who else do we want to put in this Rumble? Who's number 30? Who's number 30? That's a big question. That's a big question. Do we want it to be an NXT guy, or do we want it to be somebody? Is there anybody that? Yeah, maybe. Who are some people that might be good as a number 30? There's no one on my list. Alex Zane. Alex Zane is a bold move. Johnny Gargano is a better move at number 30. But he doesn't make it to the final 6. None of these people. That's the thing. Number 30 does not make it to the final 6. Oof. Bummer. What about Rey Mysterio, last Rumble's winner? Last Rumble's winner at number 30? Yeah. I feel like I want number 30 to be bigger. Bigger than Rey Mysterio. Okay. I mean, he's not that small, but okay, that's fine. He is pretty small, right? I mean, I guess a little bit. That was his whole gimmick, right? Oh, wait, no, I know. A little bit bigger than Rey Mysterio? Dominic Mysterio. There it is. He is bigger. Don't get me wrong. Cross would have been a cool 30, but Yeah, I think we did Wyatt last year.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
What about Adam Cole?
I like Adam Cole.
Adam Cole at number 30.
No, you know what? I know.
What are you thinking?
No, because they don't make it to the final 6. So I don't want it to be this person.
Yeah, whoever it is, not making it to the final.
I was gonna say Joe, but
no.
Yeah, Adam Cole. I like Cole.
I'm just gonna fantasy book this right now. Adam Cole, final 7.
Final 7.
Yeah, just under the wire, Adam Cole.
Yeah.
Okay. So what else have we got here?
Interesting. No other members of Undisputed are in the Rumble.
There's a lot of people in this Rumble right now. We have literally 2 NXT guys, Abyss, and we only have 3 spots left. Okay.
All right, we need more surprises. We need more abysses.
We need more abysses. Is not something I ever want to hear again.
We need more people. We need more people big. We need more big names, big old school names that'll have a pop. You know.
Well, here's the question: is that
we need more surprises?
We know for a fact that in real life Goldberg's in the Rumble, and I'm gonna put it out there. What about Goldberg? Yeah, I know.
Just thinking about that makes me want to gag.
But that's the other thing is that Goldberg's in here, but not final 6.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
Mick Foley is the last 3 spots.
Oh, bold move.
Yeah, Mick Foley. We get Cactus Jack. We get Mankind.
He does it again. I like David Otunga though.
David Otunga.
I just think that's fun. And number 29, David Otunga. I don't know. Maybe too low in the Rumble. We shouldn't have jokes.
Yeah, I think 29 should be. I guess 29 can be an NXT or somebody kind of big.
I like the idea of Ben Carter in here with Rollins somewhere.
Okay.
I like the idea of Ben Carter. I mean, there's so many other NXT people.
I like the idea of Ben Carter.
There's so many other NXT people that could be put in this spot, like a Pete Dunne, Nakamura, Thatcher, Thatcher, yeah.
Gargano.
What about Johnny Gargano at 29?
I like that. I like Gargano. I like Gargano coming out of 29 and then Cole at number 30.
Yeah.
That rules.
That's fun. That's a fun match.
Gargano and then Cole right after is kind of awesome.
Okay, before we have 2 spots left. Before we go on, is there anyone on our rosters that we want to make sure are in the Rumble before we move on?
I feel like we have some big exclusions here.
Yeah.
So that I'm noticing. Like no Miz, no Jeff Hardy, no Mysterios. No, not a single member of the New Day.
Nope. Yeah, Kofi. Kofi's not in here. We gotta put Kofi in here.
Yeah, get Kofi in. Kofi's gotta do his spot.
I'll put Kofi at 22.
Say the line, Kofi.
Okay, we got 1 spot left. Number 25. After Roman, after Seth. Number 25. Who else? We gotta have Rey Mysterio in here. He won the Rumble last year.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's the thing, right?
We only have one big surprise entrant, and it's Abyss.
I think it's a great pick. What are you talking about? Look, there's a lot of.
No, it's good. I'm just saying. I feel like it's kind of crazy. I feel like we don't do a lot of the surprise entrants. We never really do.
It's tough, dude. There's so many people that I think that's also apparent to how we book, and that is we push a lot of newer people. Mm-hmm. So you and I rarely use any of these surprise people because we're just sort of I don't know. I don't care right now about making sure some of these guys are in the Rumble because I want to make sure my guys are in the Rumble.
Yeah, right.
We've done a couple.
I want to put over my guys, not Hurricane Helms.
Yeah, I'm seeing who we put in Rumbles of
Jeff Jarrett.
I'm seeing who we put in Rumbles of last. We put in Jeff Jarrett in a Rumble last year.
I know Jeff Jarrett was in the Rumble at one point.
Because
we had him and Elias do a guitar off.
And Booker T was in the Rumble last year as well.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget it was Elias and Jeff Jarrett did a guitar off and then followed up with Rick Buggs.
Right.
And the men's Royal Rumble. We also never had Big Show in here. How did he get eliminated? 2 years ago, 2019. Who do we had? We had anyone fun? Was there anyone fun in this Rumble? I'm looking at this, and I don't think there was a single person.
Did we just book a Rumble with only our guys?
I guess Gargano was in there, but
no surprises.
No surprises. Yeah, we don't have big surprise Rumbles, but that's fine. That's fine. So there we go. So we got going down the Rumble. We have a huge list of the Rumble. I'm not going to read it out because it's literally 30 people, and we've already going long in this episode, as you can probably see. So if you want to get a recap of every single person that's in the Rumble, make sure you head over to countoutpod.com. There'll definitely be an article that has all those people listed.
Yes.
But final six, that's the more important part. Mastiff, Gable, Balor, Roman, Sheamus, and Edge.
Yes.
Let's any talks? I mean, should we have talks or should we just flip the coin and pick? I think we're running low on time, so I think we
flip the coin and pick.
Okay. Oh, did you flip a coin in real life?
I have it right here.
Okay, well then heads is Raw, tails is SmackDown. I'm very nervous about this because I've said in previous episodes that there's someone I specifically want to win.
It's heads.
I've won the Rumble. I'm the big old winner. My cat over here is happy for me. I just woke him up from the nap. I'm the big old winner. And that means I got to pick between Gable, Roman, or Edge to win the goddamn Rumble. I'm the winner. I'm so goddamn happy.
Nice.
So goddamn happy. Well then, without further ado, let me open up my envelope here. And let me get it. Let me get my envelope. Open up the envelope. Who do we got? The winner of the 2021
winner of the Royal Rumble.
Winner of the men's 2021 Royal Rumble. Winner of the Royal Rumble. I'm really screwing this up because I'm nervous. Is going to be the rated R superstar, Edge.
Edge is going to win the Royal Rumble?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is, my friend. Edge is going to win the Royal Rumble.
Whoa. Big win for Edge. You think you know him?
Edge is going on to WrestleMania. I'm so happy that Edge, that not only that I win the Royal Rumble, but I've successfully secreted into the universe that I wanted Edge to win, and I got him to win. I'm very excited about this.
Yes.
Mikey, thoughts on Edge winning the Rumble?
I wasn't expecting it. When you said you had a big winner, I thought for sure it was going to be Roman.
Yeah, that was the red herring.
Yeah, that's what it seemed. You really threw me for a loop there. You played it. You played me like a fiddle.
Yes, I did. Edge, can I be honest? Edge, I wanted Edge to win the Rumble, I think, when we split the roster.
Really?
Yes.
All the way back in what, season 3?
Yes. When back in like the beginning of season, what are we, season 4? Yeah. All the way back at the beginning of the season, I like wrote down like checkpoints I wanted to hit for like pay-per-views. Mm-hmm. And like overall story beats I wanted to hit, and Edge winning the Rumble was one of those. It originally was Roman Reigns, but then I changed it to Edge.
Very
nice. So yes, Edge winning the Rumble has been a long-term plan for mine, and maybe I'll expound more on that when we get to WrestleMania. But yes, Edge has won the Royal Rumble. But I feel like I should put this in here. You know, it's a huge moment, and you know I don't want to take away from a huge moment, but I am going to for heat purposes. So I have
away from a huge moment, but I will.
Yeah, I have another moment here, Mikey.
Okay, let's hear it.
After Edge wins the Royal Rumble, Randy Orton runs out with a steel chair, and ruins the whole moment.
Oh no!
Ruins the whole moment. Just utterly destroys him. And I think, am I going to pull the trigger on this? Is this where I want to pull the trigger? Let me check my timeline. Let me check what I have planned. No, just basically destroys Randy, just destroys Edge with that chair.
Oh man.
And that's we're going to take away that moment for heat for Randy Orton.
Wow.
Because Randy Orton needs heat, apparently.
Apparently.
But yes, no, he's doing what he said. He's doing what he said, which is he was going to wait.
So the Royal Rumble, it gives you a title shot at WrestleMania, right? Or does it give you just a main event?
Title shot at WrestleMania.
Okay, I was trying to figure out the wording because I wanted to see what you're going with Orton. Because Orton currently doesn't have gold, if I'm correct.
Correct.
Interesting.
No, remember last week, or last Monday Night Raw, he said that he was going to, when the opportunity exists, I will take what is yours. Our relationship goes back to the ruthless aggression area. That's where we will return. I'll bring you torment that you never realize, but it'll be at the point best for me. I'll see you then.
Yikes.
And here we are at the Royal Rumble. Randy Orton attacks, does what he says he's going to do, attack Edge. What? There's other words in there that he said that he says he's going to do. So let's see if he's going to take something from Edge.
Yeah, I guess we'll see.
We'll find out soon enough. But let's move right along into our Royal Rumble pay-per-view, starting off with a huge card of Royal Rumble. Let's move into the next match, which is Nia Jax and Tamina taking on Toni Storm and Piper Niven for the Women's Tag Team Championships. Obviously, Jax and Tamina are the champs here. And then I believe, Mikey, on your side of SmackDown, Toni Storm have been a new tag team over there and have been doing fairly well. I believe they defeated Flair and Natalya to earn this spot.
Yes.
Well, here we are. The spot's
Flair,
here.
the team of Flair and Natalya to take the spot. So this one's a little different. We can't just pick a winner for this one.
No, we cannot.
So we need to figure out.
Well, we can. I mean, what do you mean? What do you mean we can't pick a winner? Hold on, I should probably ask. What do you mean we can't pick a winner?
We can't. We're gonna have to agree on. We're either gonna have to agree on something or flip a coin here because we can't just
I think
obviously you want the titles to stay on Raw, and obviously I want the titles to come to SmackDown. So we're gonna be at odds here.
I'll say, Mikey, I don't think you should speak for me because I think the titles should change.
Really?
Yes.
You think Storm and Niven should be the champions?
Correct. I think Storm and Niven. I think Nia Jax and Tamina have served well enough as champs. I think Storm and Niven give them some gold. I think that would be great. Plus, I purposely chose James and Green to win the pre-show match, hoping that we decide that Storm and Niven become the women's tag team champions.
Okay, you know what? Then I guess if we're both in agreement on that, let's pull the trigger.
Let's pull the goddamn trigger.
Storm and Piper Niven, your new women's tag team champions.
That is correct. Storm.
I love it. I thought I was going to have to argue tooth and nail with you here for this one.
No. I came in. I wanted Storm and Niven to get the win here. I think it's better story for them. They beat Charlotte Flair and Natalya, so I think they kind of have to have a little bit of a thing here.
All right.
But yeah, defeating. I mean, Nia Jax and Tamina, like I said, they've served their purpose. Isn't their word? That's not the word I want to use.
Yeah, they've played their role. They've had those titles for a while.
Yeah, I'm looking up when they had won the titles. They won the titles September 21st.
Okay,
and it is a date currently. I don't even know what day it is. What day is it? It's January something. January 31st. January 31st. So a very long reign for Jax and Tamina. Defending the titles a lot. Defending the titles against Rose and Brooke. That was another decision I wanted to do on purpose. I think having the titles change here to Storm and Niven are solid. I think they're a solid, UK team here.
Yeah, for sure. I'm really excited that that they won. Actually, I didn't think it was going to be so. Like I said, I didn't think it was going to be so easy. I thought I was either going to have to get really lucky, or I was going to have to convince you tooth and nail.
No, you lucked out here, just like Sheamus.
Also, if you were curious.
Oh, nice. Speaking of a challenge, Kevin Owens versus Samoa Joe next up. IC title on the line. 2 out of 3 falls match is the gimmick. Mikey, walk us through.
All right, so we got Kevin Owens versus Samoa Joe in this 2 out of 3 falls match. We had to build up with Kevin Owens trying to start an open challenge for his Intercontiental Championship. He wanted to be a fighting champion. And his first challenger was Samoa Joe. And then Owens beat Joe with a roll-up after rolling through the Coquina clutch and pinning Joe. Joe didn't take too kindly to that. Joe thought Owens got lucky, so Joe canceled any subsequent plans for any open challenges until he got his hands on the title, or got another shot at it because he thinks Owens got lucky. So now we have this 2 out of 3 falls match. It's been building to this since the beginning. We're gonna get a definite winner with this. Joe wanted a definite winner. Owens wanted a definite winner. So we got 2 out of 3 falls. How can you get more definitive than that?
I guess 1 fall would be technically.
Yeah. So we got 2 out of 3 falls. This one's gonna be all tied up in the beginning. We're gonna have in the beginning, the first fall is gonna go to Owens.
Okay.
And the second fall is gonna go to Joe. When Joe, so Owens is gonna hit Joe with a stunner for the first fall, and then the second one is gonna be Joe is going to put Kevin Owens to sleep with the Coquina clutch, and then while they separate them for the third fall, Owens is still going to be like out, and the ref is going to go like check. So he goes up to Owens, he goes to do the hand thing to Owens, and then Owens is like right before his hand hits the ground, he's going to catch it and power up for the third fall, and then we're going to get that. So I just wanted that little moment in there of like Joe almost winning by TKO.
I like that.
But Owens like coming back. Because the third fall does go to Owens and he retains.
Hey, big KO.
Yeah, big KO retains his title.
I like it. Kevin Owens getting the win over Samoa Joe. Solid 2 out of 3 falls match. Solid drama.
Owens goes back to the well with this one. He's instead of the stunner to finish it off, he uses the pop-up powerbomb.
Nice. A big pop-up powerbomb with Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
I like it. Can I bring this into a conversation about Samoa Joe?
Please do.
Is he should he still be on the roster?
Should Samoa Joe still be on the roster?
Yes.
Probably not.
I was thinking, is this the go home show for Samoa Joe?
I'm willing to say it is. I think I like him going out on his back and putting on a big ending 2 out of 3 falls match. That came very, very close, you know?
Because the reason we kept Samoa Joe on the roster was because, well, we thought he was just injured on commentary, and so he was put on commentary. But now he's been on commentary for over a year. He was that was since WrestleMania last year, I think.
I'm okay putting Joe in a different role here on Hit the Books.
Yeah. Yeah, we can transfer over new people.
Yeah, this could be Joe's final match.
Joe's final goodbye.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Samoa. I love your cookies.
Bye, Samoa Joe.
Moving right along.
Well, if that's the case,
what do you mean?
If this is Samoa Joe's last match, then I want a little bit of an extra thing afterwards, if that's okay.
Go for it.
I just want Owens to help him up and raise his hand and give him a pat on the chest, be like, "You did good.
You did good, kid.
You're great. You're great. You know, you're
respect.
Just because you lost this match, you're still great. You're still Samoa Joe. Damn.
Yeah, I like that.
Give him a good yeah.
And I like it a lot. Well, we'll say goodbye to Samoa Joe, but as we say goodbye to Samoa Joe, we'll say hello to Daddy, Tommaso Ciampa. Taking on Ricochet for the U.S. title in a steel cage match. Mike, do you like that transition?
I thought you were going to say we'll say hello to Daddy, as in Samoa Joe is just going to go back and be a dad now.
Oh, no. AJ Styles is their dad, obviously. Tommaso Ciampa is...
Oh, Wendy!
Tommaso Ciampa is obviously Daddy. I think that's pretty clear based on his NXT run.
Out of this roster, Tommaso Ciampa is definitely Daddy.
But if he's Daddy, who's Zaddy? Anyways, U.S. title match in a steel cage, Ricochet versus Tommaso Ciampa. I do want to note out here that the referee is going to be R-Truth.
R-Truth is the referee. I love it.
Yeah, so it can only be good things.
I was going to say special guest referee, but then I realized it's really not, huh?
No. So basically, Tommaso Ciampa, along with his faction of One Nation, have sort of, I don't want to say snuck, but aggressively forced their way into this title match. But Ricochet, wanting to make sure
they made it pretty clear.
Yeah, Ricochet wanted to make sure that the rest of One Nation don't get involved, making it a steel cage match against Ciampa. Mm-hmm. So lots of back and forth action. Obviously, Ciampa just really going to work on attacking Ricochet, wearing him down. R-Truth not doing too bad as referee. Obviously not great, but he is still R-Truth as an authority figure. So not the greatest, but definitely not bad. At one point, Ricochet is able to top on the top of the cage. Ciampa's following him down. Ricochet kicks him off. But Ricochet is now at the top of the cage. He's in that corner. He can either start going off of the cage, or he goes for a high 630 off the top. Off the top rope. Not top rope, but the top cage.
Whoa. Love that.
And he misses it.
Oh, no.
He misses it. He just breaks his back.
His spine shattered.
And speaking of breaking, Ciampa, seeing this opportunity, goes to break Ricochet's arm. But R-Truth, being the great referee that he is, stops him. And Ciampa just, however, has enough of this interference, as he would probably put it, by R-Truth. This is like the second title match that he's had where R-Truth has been nonsense in. Ciampa attacks R-Truth and breaks R-Truth's arm.
Oh, no.
Good luck counting the 3 count with a broken arm, Truth. But
Good luck. Yeah, that's hard.
But no worries, because with Ricochet down and the referee down, all Ciampa has to do is walk out of the cage. New champion, United States champion, Tommaso Ciampa, leader of the One Nation.
Oh, no. I like the idea of him, breaking R-Truth's arm and then, pickpocketing the key to the cage off of him and just, unlocking the door and walking out.
Yeah, he walks out on his own accord. New champ.
Escapes the cage. I like it. I think we all saw this coming. Tommaso Ciampa getting his United States title back.
Yes.
Since he lost it when he was a Smackdown superstar.
Yes. I was going back and forth about whether or not having Ricochet and Ciampa. I had written in Ciampa for a long time. Then earlier this week I switched to the Ricochet. And I decided back on Ciampa. I think it's going to be better. Have it back on Ciampa here.
Fair enough. I like that.
Yeah, so there we go. Yes, Tommaso Ciampa defeats Ricochet for the U.S. title. Ricochet won it off of Ciampa November 20th. But Ciampa is now able to have the title again. 2-time U.S. champion. This time, he's the leader of the One Nation. So, they made their promise, kept their promise about, destroying their way into holding gold. And that's what Tommaso Ciampa did here.
I like it.
Ricochet was a little bit too much of in his own butt. I guess I can't think of the phrase, but I mean, he wasn't cautious enough about holding the title. He should have gone down. That was his fault.
Yeah, I really like this whole storyline you built, and I like Ciampa getting the big victory here, crowning a new United States champion. I can't wait to see where One Nation goes after this.
And that's it. That's what we're doing here.
All right. Yeah, I like that. Let's move on after that awesome cage match. I'm sure. After that, we got the women's title match over on SmackDown. We got Sasha Banks taking on Bianca Belair.
Yes.
Yeah, this one has been building for a few weeks now. Bianca Belair winning the Battle Royal to get the number 1 contender slot for Sasha Banks' title on a couple of weeks after TLC this happened. And Bianca Belair ended up getting that victory. It's been building for a while. And the winner of this match, however, is going to be Sasha Banks retaining her title.
Okay, that's what I thought it was going to be. Sasha Banks wins it.
I retain her women's championship here.
I have to imagine this would have been a good match to see live, and when it eventually does happen in WWE lore. But yeah, Sasha Banks getting the win here. I think it's too early for her to lose the title.
I agree.
I think it's solid pick.
She won it all the way. When did she win this title?
September 20th.
September 20th.
She's had it for a while. But
pay-per-view?
I presume so. Let's see. Where do we got here? September 20th would have been pre-season 4. So she won it whatever the pay-per-view was before Survivor Series, probably.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Or maybe 2 pay-per-views before Survivor Series.
She was the only champion to lose that Survivor Series on SmackDown.
Correctamundo. So you get that win here. Make sure she doesn't lose again. So yeah, but no, I mean, solid. Get a solid win here. Defeats Flair at TLC. Defeats Belair here. Lost to Baszler, but she's on a little bit of a run here, beating Flair and Belair. I mean, what reigning person will she take on next?
Flair, Belair.
Yep, that's it, and that's all of them.
That's all of them. We got them all.
Perfect. I love it. Okay, but let's move on to the next match, which is the WWE Championship match between Keith Lee, the champion, taking on Dijakovic. The whole build here has been that they were best friends, but Dijakovic has gotten jealous and has attacked Keith Lee because of it. Dijakovic won this match after in a number 1 contenders match with Drew McIntyre when Roman attacked Dijakovic, allowing Dijakovic to get the win, and then Roman went on to attack McIntyre, and then that whole thing happened. Dijakovic was able to, however, get that win, cement that win when he pinned McIntyre last Monday Night Raw in a tag match. Again, that was a no DQ tag team match. So 6 days later, they're now having a one-on-one Keith Lee versus Dijakovic. Your classic Keith Lee Dijakovic match, big stage at the Royal Rumble. But it is going to be Keith Lee that retains the gold. Nice.
I kind of saw that coming. I think Keith Lee. I think that your reasoning that you had for Sasha keeping the title is the same reasoning I'm thinking for you, with it being too early. I think I want Keith Lee to have more of a big run here, and I like him beating Dijakovic. I'm sure he's gonna have a bunch big. I'm sure he's gonna have bigger competitors in his future.
I mean, you have to think about Keith Lee's run here. Is that like it? I wonder. Like, I don't think I'll push back on that. It's been too. I'm purposely trying to have it a longer range. You have to remember, Keith Lee won this title at SummerSlam, in a triple threat match of Styles and Brock.
But the thing is, I'm saying it's too soon because we didn't get a lot of. He won it at SummerSlam, but we also didn't get to see a lot of defenses because he got kidnapped
by Roman Reigns. Correctamundo.
Exactly. He got kidnapped by Roman Reigns, so he was gone for weeks after he won.
Yeah.
So. We haven't seen Keith Lee have a lot of really good defenses, and I think this is one of them.
Which is why I wanted to put it out here. I wanted to put Dijakovic and Keith Lee on this stage to have a big time match, big time defense. And it's not really a big time defense; it's more of a big time match to prove that Keith Lee is the champion. Yes. There are other matches that I want to have, but obviously on the current docket, Mikey, should be stated on the current docket, assuming nothing changes between now and then, and it certainly could be. Changing. But currently on the docket at WrestleMania, it's Edge versus Keith Lee.
Edge versus Keith Lee. Wow. I already love that.
That's a sexy match right there.
Yeah, it is.
But with McIntyre, Roman, Dijakovic, Bryan, Orton, there are a lot of people that could change up things. Brock Lesnar, I guess, maybe. Goldberg. Who technically will have probably a match at WrestleMania.
Probably.
There are a lot of things at stake, so we'll see what happens, I guess, there.
Yes.
Since we also didn't use Goldberg at all in this pay-per-view, and we technically should have. But that's fine. But it doesn't matter, because it's now time for the main event, the Women's Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I'm excited. Honestly, I'm excited for this one.
Yes, and this is a long episode, so we're going to do our best to get through it. We've already explained a lot of rules. So
while we were going through this episode, it gave me time to think a little bit about the Women's Royal Rumble and possible winners and possible moments, and now everything's stirring in my brain, and I'm very excited.
Okay, well, since you started off last time, I'll start off with my first moment. It's a real simple, easy moment that will knock out quickly. Bayley is pulled the number 18. Peyton Royce after the whole Change Your Luck Battle Royal and Gauntlet is entering at number 23. Bayley's made her mission to eliminate Peyton Royce. So Bayley enters at 18. She battles a bunch of people. At number 22, right before Peyton Royce, Candice LeRae comes out, and she eliminates Bayley.
Candice LeRae eliminating Bayley. I like that.
And then Peyton Royce walks out.
Bold move.
Yes. So there we go. So right before Bayley gets even a shot to take on Peyton Royce, she's not paying attention. Candice LeRae gets the upper hand on Bayley, eliminating her from the Royal Rumble.
Okay. I like that. All right. So one of my moments I need Carmella and Naomi in the Rumble.
Okay. Carmella and Naomi. Do you have a spot idea for them?
I do. I would like Carmella and Naomi to be fighting on the apron. And then Naomi starts to get the upper hand, but then King Corbin comes out and holds Naomi's legs, and Carmella hits her with the super kick and knocks her to the floor. Corbin returning the favor for earlier.
I like that. Makes sense. What we talked about before. Makes sense. But you don't have a number spot for them yet. Really, that could happen anywhere.
The spot I have is Corbin helps Carmella eliminate Naomi, and that's it.
Okay, yeah, okay.
It can happen at any point.
Okay, so I'll put them on the announced list, and then we'll get to them when we get to them. Other people that I want to put in here are that, Asuka arrives in the Royal Rumble.
I love that.
Asuka's going to be the Royal Rumble. But someone's going to be the so I should say, she was on the Raw roster for months now, I think. Now I'm finally using her, the Royal Rumble. Asuka arrives finally. But someone is going to be in the Rumble before her, and that's going to be NXT roster member Ember Moon.
Yes, bring this rivalry back.
Yes, so I'm going to have Asuka enter at 26. And Ember Moon's going to be at 20. Or something.
I like it. I'm excited for that.
Yes, so Ember Moon and Asuka, they team up, actually, at the beginning with to eliminate some people. But Asuka ends up eliminating Ember Moon.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yes.
Ember Moon ended up getting the upper hand in the rivalry they had way back when, so it's Asuka finally getting some revenge.
Exactly right.
I like it.
Okay.
So my next spot, I would like to collab with you a little bit, if that's okay.
Okay, DJ collabed.
I would like.
I don't know why I said that.
If it's okay with you, I would like to have Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose have a spot.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose, a little bit of reuniting between them. But then I want Sonya Deville to absolutely stab Mandy Rose in the back.
Sure, go for it.
Okay, so I want them to have a little bit of a reunion. Everyone thinks they're all buddy-buddy, but then I want Sonya to throw Mandy out.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Can I just steamroll to my last point that I want then, because this kind of also has to do with Sonya?
My one suggestion here was that can we put Mandy Rose and Sonya at near the beginning of the Rumble?
Yes, that's fine.
I don't know if that affects your Sonya thing at all.
It affects a little bit of my plans, but that's fine. I think her being at the beginning is fine.
I'm just saying that just to separate Moon and Asuka a little bit.
That's fine.
So maybe, what are you thinking? Mandy Rose at 4?
Okay.
And
Sonya maybe at 6 or 7.
6 or so.
Or 9. You were a little lower.
Okay, you want to do 9?
Yeah, okay, that works.
Sonya Deville. Okay. And then go right on to your next thing.
Sorry. Yeah, my other thing was I want Sonya Deville to get a lot of eliminations. That's it.
Okay, that's fine. A lot of eliminations, looking good. I guess we'll find out whether or not all those eliminations help her get to the final 6.
Yes.
Also,
Niven and Storm are able to be used, right? Just want to make sure, even though they're champions, or
yep.
no?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
The other moment the final moment I had in here was I had a fourth moment that I had written down, but I was like, I don't want to do it because I have no say in that. but maybe we can talk about it later when we have to fill up this Rumble. So my third moment is going to be Chelsea Green and Mickie James eliminate Rhea Ripley.
Ooh.
Literally, as Liv Morgan's entrance music is hit, Ripley's distracted by Morgan. Green and James eliminate Ripley.
All right, I like that.
Yes. So to put that together, I'm going to have Liv Morgan be number 28.
28, okay.
Very low. Is that okay?
Very low. Very, very good number for Liv Morgan.
Yes. Similarly to the Apollo Crews stuff, I'm going to have Chelsea Green come in at number 10.
Okay.
To have a little bit of a run.
All right, I like that. Build up Chelsea Green a little bit after her match in the pre-show.
Mm-hmm. Rhea Ripley needs to come in here, so I'm going to have Rhea Ripley at 15. Smack dab in the middle. And at number 24, I'm going to have Mickie James.
Okay,
So
I like that.
Chelsea's
I
at
like
10.
Another low number for the team over there.
Yes, to sort of get the advantage. But yeah, Rhea Ripley's basically able to hold off for the most part with all that stuff. But it's literally as Morgan's entrance music is being hit, Ripley gets distracted and wants to take on Morgan, obviously. Green and James eliminate Ripley from the Rumble.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
Big for them.
Okay. So if all that out of the way, let's get these announcement people out of the way. So we got Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan in there. We have 5 people that we need to put in here: Lacey Evans, Ruby Riott, Billie Kay, Carmella, and Naomi.
Yes, let's slot them in. Where do we want all of these people?
Where's Billie Kay? Is she near Peyton Royce, or is she completely out of the way?
I do want to see an Iconics reunion. I do.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when we had that storyline of like Peyton Royce trying a bunch of different tag team partners for a while.
Yes. Well, I sort of wrapped that up with Billie Kay sacrificial lamb. There.
You're right.
Because we got the reunion in Raw.
I know, but I could never turn down the Iconics being together.
That's fair.
I think if but I will say if they're not together, I think that's also fine. Especially if you're trying to push Peyton as a single star.
Yeah.
I think maybe not showing the Iconics all the time makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So let's put Billie separate from Peyton. I know that hurts to say, everybody, for me, Mikey.
Yeah.
But I think it makes the most sense in terms of what Ryan is doing with Peyton Royce.
Then maybe let's do Billie Kay at number 7.
Okay, I like that.
And 7 plus 23 is 30.
Perfect.
Perfect. Carmella and Naomi, 2 people that you also had involved, so they got to be somewhere. Any thoughts to them?
Maybe like we're trying to separate them from Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville.
No, they're fine. I mean, Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville is the stab in the back. Ember Moon Asuka is also kind of that.
Maybe like 14 and 17.
14, 17.
Or is that too low?
That's fine.
Yeah, let's see that.
Okay. Lacey Evans, I think it's also sort of the storm of Sonya Deville, so maybe she can be early or maybe 12 or something.
Okay.
Just to put her in there because she's an NXT person. And then Ruby Riott. Where do we want to put Ruby Riott?
Where do we want to put Ruby Riott?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have plans for Ruby Riott? Like, do you want to build her at all or anything? Do you want her to have a run is what I'm saying, basically. Like, do you want her to go up high?
I would love for her to go up high, but she's not in my final 6.
So, okay, let's put Ruby Riott up high then. She doesn't have to be in the final 6, but she can have a run.
What about number 2?
I like that.
What about number 2? Ruby Riott, number 2. Starting off strong with Ruby Riott.
Yep.
Okay, well, we got a bunch of spots in here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 spots left. Before we get there, let's talk final 6.
Okay, let's talk final 6.
Okay, I'll go first since I've been going first.
Yep.
Obvious final 6 participant, Peyton Royce.
Okay.
Like, she has to have the whole change your luck gauntlet thing. Peyton Royce has to be in the final 6. Yeah, I think just storyline. She has to go deep. She has to be a final participant.
I'm in total agreement with that. Definitely, Peyton Royce has to be in there.
Mm-hmm.
One of my first final 6 is going to be Charlotte Flair.
Okay. Of course.
Yep. It's like the Roman Reigns. It's like you gotta. Yeah. It's like Charlotte Flair's always gonna go pretty deep.
That's fair. My other one is Liv Morgan.
Okay.
Also fairly obvious, being really deep in there. Liv Morgan's gonna be in there. It was either Liv Morgan or Rhea Ripley, but I got rid of Rhea.
Fair. My next one going deep is gonna be Piper Niven.
Piper Niven, not surprised about how deep you are. You are a big fan of Piper Niven. You've been pushing her from the beginning.
Yeah,
and I'm not surprised at all. My number 5 final participant is going to be Asuka. I think it's fair.
My final participant in the final 6 is going to be Sonya Deville.
Sonya Deville, not surprised, but also kind of surprised. But also what a final 6. I thought, like, one of these women are going to win the Royal Rumble, and one of these women are going to challenge either Shayna Baszler or Sasha Banks for said title.
Indeed.
I am very intrigued at who's going to be here. There are a couple of solid WrestleMania matches, but a couple of them are also like, interesting. I'm interested to see what happens. Okay, so we know for a fact that we still have to put Charlotte Flair in here. We still got to put Piper Niven in here. So let's find the spots for the 2 of them.
All right. Let's see. I kind of want Piper Niven to have a run.
But I don't think too much of a run, because you got to compare it to Sonya.
That's true. I want Sonya to have the bigger. Out of the final 6 I picked, I want Sonya to have the biggest run for sure.
Then what about Piper at 19?
I like that. I like that. Getting 19's not a terrible number.
Mm-hmm.
It gives Piper Niven a little bit of that bump to be like, oh wow, she's kind of been in for a while, but not like too much.
Mm-hmm.
But not to overshadow Sonya Deville, who's been in at number 9 and has been getting tons of eliminations.
Speaking of overshadow, where do you want Charlotte Flair?
Where does Charlotte come in? Is Charlotte number 30? No, right?
I don't know. She could easily be.
That's true. I think I like Charlotte after Asuka.
Number 27?
Yeah.
The classic Rumble number?
The classic Rumble number.
Hey, Edge was 27 earlier in the night. So we got 12 spots left here. We still got number 1. We still got number 30 left to put into the Rumble. Obviously, we're going to put in the rest of the roster here because... of course we are, because we have enough spaces, I believe, for that. What did I say? I still have Brooke, Jax, Tamina. Mikey still has Bliss, Cross, Belair, Storm, Lana, Natalia. We got a bunch of NXT people, a bunch of various superstars. So who else should be in this Rumble? I feel like Jax and Tamina should be in here and mixing up with Storm and Niven a little bit. So maybe we should put the rest of our people in the show into the Rumble, and then we'll figure out the rest of the spots, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so who is in here? I feel like Dana Brooke is lower than... I think she's like after Rose comes in, so I think Dana Brooke's just lower.
Yeah.
I'm
sorry, go ahead.
I'm thinking 16 for Dana Brooke.
I like 16 for Brooke.
Okay.
Since Piper Niven is here, I definitely want Storm in as well.
Yes.
Maybe Storm at I want to keep let's keep 13 for like a surprise. Maybe Storm at like 11.
Sure. And I want to put I think I want to put Nia Jax at 8.
Okay.
So that way we get a little bit of the Jax, Green, Storm tag team stuff
in
there as well. We got a bunch more people. Any other thoughts?
We have anybody else I want in the Rumble?
I'm thinking about Tamina at 5. Just to no offense, but just get some eliminations. Same thing.
I'm okay with the rest of my roster. I'm okay with not have. I feel like I'm okay with not having Lana. I know that sounds like it sucks, but like the people left for me are like a Bliss, Cross,
Belair, Natalya, and Lana.
Belair, Natalya, and Lana. Yeah.
We have 8 slots.
I'm okay with Belair not being in it because she just had a match.
Okay,
that makes sense.
Yeah, we have 8.
Okay,
we have 8 slot. We have 8 slots left, and you have 5 people on SmackDown.
Okay, can I sneak like 2 more in there? Because I don't want to have the last problem where we don't have room for any like surprises or like NXT people.
Sure.
So like maybe I'll sneak like 2 more in there. And I think it's going to be Bliss and it's going to be Natalya.
And no Cross.
No Cross.
Interesting. Bliss and Natalya. Thoughts on any of their placements? Is Natalya near Flair at all?
I don't think so.
What about Natalya at number 1? Or Bliss at number 1?
I like Natalya at number 1.
I do too.
I like Natalya Riot starting off the Rumble. I think that's solid.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe Bliss at like 21.
Bliss at 21. Okay, we can do that. Alexa Bliss, right near Ember Moon, Candice LeRae, all them peoples. Just looking back, the number 1 and number 2 people last year's Rumble were Asuka and Flair.
Mm-hmm.
And then
that's pretty good.
In 2019, it was Bayley and Jax.
Also pretty good.
Yeah. Okay, so that was everyone else. We still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people left in the Rumble.
All right, let's start with
number 29. Last 2 people in the Rumble are going to be surprises for NXT people. I think an NXT person has to be number 30.
NXT, I agree. Who is it though?
That is a great question. A great question.
I'm thinking like a Mercedes Martinez, maybe a Kaylee Ray, maybe Shotzi, maybe Raquel.
Mercedes Martinez, I believe, was in the last year's Rumble. She was deep in there. She was at 30.
Maybe Dakota Kai.
I was thinking Dakota Kai as a possible pick. Io Shirai.
I almost forgot about Io Shirai. Of course, Io Shirai is in that contention.
Or maybe Shotzi.
I think I mentioned Shotzi. Definitely, I like Shotzi. I like Shotzi. I think it's like Shotzi, Mercedes, Dakota, Io Shirai is my like top 4.
I'm between Io and Shotzi.
Io and Shotzi?
Yeah.
I think we go with Io.
Io at number 30?
I think so. What do you think?
I like Shotzi just because
you like Shotzi at 30?
It's a number. It's more believable that she gets eliminated or like quickly than Io Shirai. Io Shirai not in the final 6. I think she's still women's NXT champion.
I do think Io Shirai has to be in the Rumble at some point, though.
Yes. Yes.
But I do like Shotzi at number 30. Shotzi's a big name. Shotzi's like, oh, damn, her? That's awesome. But you're right. It's still believable that she gets eliminated a little early.
Yes.
I like Shotzi at number 30. All right, let's see that.
So what about Io Shirai at like 6?
I'm in. With Nia Jax a couple after Sonya Deville in there. Toni Storm coming in.
Plus, we need a big name in here. We got Mandy Rose, Tamina, Io Shirai, Billie Kay. I was like, we need a big time person in here.
I like Io up there.
Okay. Any other people? We got 1, 2, 3, 4. You said you wanted to have a surprise person number 13. Any picks?
I was thinking. I wanted a surprise person, but now I'm seeing Toni Storm, and I'm also seeing Kaylee Ray. That could be something.
I was thinking the same thing about that. Kaylee Ray at 13 or Kaylee Ray at 25.
Or Kaylee Ray somewhere around. I want to say somewhere around Niven, but around Niven's already filled.
Yeah, I mean we can move people around.
Because man, that
what if we just move 20 to 24 all down one and put Piper Niven and then immediately following Kaylee Ray?
I like that. I love that. I like Kaylee Ray coming in directly after Piper Niven because Piper Niven and Kaylee Ray have had some battles.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I watched Kaylee Ray choke. I watched Kaylee Ray with a string of barbed wire just do like a face lock on Piper Niven with like in between like her lips. Oh, it was brutal.
Mm-hmm. We got 3 slots left. Number 3, 13, and 29.
Okay. 13, let's have a surprise.
Yes. 13,
somebody like Beth Phoenix, somebody like maybe a Bella, maybe I don't know. Who are you thinking? Who do you thinking from this list? Who comes after Lacey Evans and before Carmella?
It's a great question. Honestly, it could be any of them. I mean, there's no one that's really. Is there something funny that could be done with like Lacey Evans? What's Lacey Evans' gimmick?
She's like a lady, right? Like the old, like the
Southern
the 50,
Belle lady.
Yeah, like 50 Southern Belle. Like, oh my dear stars.
Would it be funny to then put Lita in there?
I was thinking that. I was thinking like Lita or like Beth Phoenix, someone to just like absolutely like flip like Lacey Evans like gimmick on the complete mirror image.
Mm-hmm. I like Lita.
The opposite of that. Yeah, I like Lita.
Okay, we'll put Lita in there. We got 2 more slots. Number 3 and number 29. I'm going to put this up here. Do we put any of the recent new hires in here? Cora Jade, Gigi Dolan, or Zoe Stark.
You know I have a soft spot for Priscilla Kelly.
You know I have a soft spot for Zoe Stark.
You're right, you do.
I love me some Lacey Ryan. I think number 29 should also be a surprise person.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Who should it be though? Who should it be?
What's the deal with Ronda Rousey these days?
Last I heard is that she wants the baby, and she also like her finger was all screwed up.
No Rousey then. Interesting.
Well, Ronda Rousey is someone that if she's there, she gets definitely final 6.
Liv Morgan. Yeah, the same thing. I feel like I have the same feeling about Beth Phoenix. So I don't think Beth Phoenix was 29.
Ronda Rousey is someone that could definitely show up in the real life Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And maybe we have her back in our roster, but right now it's just like
Maybe 29 can be like man, all of these people I feel like should be in the final 6. Like I don't want to say Trish Stratus. I don't want to say Beth Phoenix.
What about Alundra Blaze?
Alundra Blaze.
What about Molly Holly?
I like Molly Holly better.
Let's do Molly Holly. And then number 3, we got Natalya, then we got Ruby Riott, and then we have who?
Molly Holly is like the I don't know. Go get out there, Molly.
Put Molly in there.
Get him.
Who's number 3? Ruby Riott, and then whom?
I think if Natalya is number 1, Beth Phoenix could be number 3.
Yeah.
That's a possibility. I'm not saying we have to do that. I'm just saying that's a good possibility.
That's the
you
easy pick.
Have a little like flashback to that team, you know?
What about Simone Johnson?
Simone Johnson.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson's daughter.
What about Gigi Dolan?
What about Gigi Dolan?
What about Priscilla Kelly?
I'm okay with putting Gigi Dolan in our freaking Royal Rumble. I don't care. I like the idea of it being Natalya, then Ruby Riott, then Gigi Dolan, though.
Then Gigi Dolan, Ruby Riott, and then Gigi. That's that's pretty good.
Why not? Let's just do it. Who cares?
Do we? We didn't. Okay. Yeah.
What? We want someone else in there?
I mean, I hate leaving out Dakota Kai.
Well, we can.
Yeah.
I mean, we left out Dakota Kai, Raquel Gonzalez. What happened to Santana Garrett? That's just my question for the universe.
I don't know, but I think it's let's put a bigger name in there. Let's hold off. Maybe next year, Gigi Dolan and all of our Zoe Starks and Cora Jades can get in.
Mm-hmm.
I think we put a bigger NXT name like a Dakota Kai or a Mercedes Martinez or a Raquel Gonzalez.
What about Raquel?
I like Raquel.
Let's do Raquel.
I like Raquel Gonzalez. Let's do that.
Raquel Gonzalez. There we go.
I hate leaving out Dakota Kai, but I think Raquel makes sense in the top 3 here.
Yeah. So there we go. Our 30 people in the Women's Royal Rumble are in there. Again, you can head over to countoutpod.com. We'll have a sort of article that's sort of like what we usually do is we update our archive, everything. So you'll see it all there when you go over there. If you want the full list, because I'm not going to read it off. But Final 6. Let's talk Final 6.
Let's talk Final 6. Peyton
Royce, Charlotte Flair, Liv Morgan, Piper Niven, Asuka, Sonya Deville, Mickie. You got to flip a coin. And one of these, and to see which half are we immediately counting out?
All right, let's see. We're doing the same thing. Heads for SmackDown, tails for Raw.
Yep.
Or no, it was heads for Raw, tails for SmackDown.
Yes.
Okay. Heads for Raw, tails for SmackDown.
Correct.
Coin is flipped. The result is on my hand.
Okay. You're nervous.
It's tails, baby.
It's tails. SmackDown.
As luck would have it, we each get a Royal Rumble winner.
Yes, that means either Charlotte Flair, Piper Niven, or Sonya Deville is going to be your 2021 Royal Rumble winner. Who is it going to be, Mikey?
It's going to be Sonya Deville.
Really?
Yep.
Really? Wow.
Really.
You are pushing her to the moon, this Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me. Thoughts. Why? Tell me.
Sonya Deville is a very recent addition to the SmackDown roster. I think I got her in like a Steal Your Superstar randomizer role or something.
Yes, I wasted my number 1 draft pick to ensure that I get her, and then I just lost her immediately. And you just
So I was thinking Sonya Deville because I need to start building new threats for Sasha Banks.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, it feels like the only person on my roster who I've built to that level is now the women's tag team champion.
Fair. That's fair. And also, you already used Bianca.
And also, Bianca just lost.
And Charlotte just also lost to TLC.
Exactly. So I need to build up people to take on Sasha Banks. And Sonya Deville's this new addition who just came into SmackDown has the surprise factor on Sasha Banks. Maybe Sasha's not ready for Sonya Deville yet. You know, she's been looking at the SmackDown roster, and then all of a sudden, who's this Sonya? Where did she come from?
Mm-hmm.
So I think start building up Sonya as a challenger for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Okay. Sonya Deville wins the Women's Royal Rumble. Honestly, gotta say, I am surprised by that. But you are right. You have booked yourself into a shoot, brother. In the sense that you've been building up Piper Niven, but she just won the women's tag team titles. You've been building up Toni Storm as well, but again, tag team titles. Charlotte Flair and Bianca could have won the Rumble here, but they also lost. So you want to use someone else, which I get. You know, I completely get that. I get it. You wanted to show that Sonya Deville is a big old threat. And then you had Sonya Deville win the Rumble. No, I think it makes sense. I think it's a solid pick. And to be fair, I had no freaking clue if I wanted if the Raw won.
Yeah, that was how I felt with the men's Royal Rumble too. I was like, shit, if I win this coin flip, I have no idea what's happening.
Yeah.
So I'm glad we both won the ones we were hoping to win.
That's true. That's definitely true.
Last time this happened, we were both hoping for winners, and we got the opposite of what we wanted.
I believe that is correct. I don't remember. Was it the Royal Rumble last year?
No, that was at Money in the Bank.
Oh yeah,
Money in the Bank. I think you wanted the men's, and I wanted the women's, and we got the complete opposite of what we wanted.
Mm-hmm. Well, there you are, folks. That's the Royal Rumble. James and Green win the pre-show. Morrison and Andrade, new champions. Toni Storm and Niven, new champs. Kevin Owens retains. Banks retains. Lee retains. Tommaso Ciampa, also new champion. The winners of your Royal Rumbles are Sonya Deville and Edge.
Big names there.
Yes.
Big winners. I
Thoughts
like this.
on the Royal Rumble as we head into WrestleMania season?
Man, it's the road to WrestleMania, Ryan. We're getting there. Getting ready to go to Tampa again.
Man,
I love the road to WrestleMania. We shit on WWE a lot, but man, do I love
I've never shit on WWE. What are you talking about?
But man, I love the road to WrestleMania every year. It always gets you so hype because WrestleMania is just like it's just, as a wrestling fan, I feel like you just can't ignore WrestleMania, you know?
Yeah, it's I
can always put that excitement in your heart, you know, to be a wrestling fan. It's like this is always an exciting time. This is when WWE starts pulling out the big guns with storylines. So stuff starts getting a little heated, starts getting good, you know?
As opposed to,
you know, the normal. Anyway.
I like how you said good and not great. like
stuff starts getting pretty, this is when they start pulling out the big guns and the booking starts getting like solid and fun to watch and fun to follow.
I think we said on the last
WrestleMania is always exciting.
I think we said on the last episode that like the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania are like Christmas and Easter for like going to mass.
It's like you go to church on Christmas, you go to church on Easter to pretend you're good.
Mm-hmm. Yes, because
if you're a wrestling fan, you always watch the Rumble, you always watch WrestleMania.
Yes, because going to mass on Easter and Christmas are what constitute you as a good Catholic.
That's why I said to pretend.
That's my Catholic burn of the week. Anyway, what a way to end the episode. But yeah, no, we're on the road to WrestleMania. We have 3 shows between now and Elimination Chamber.
Mm-hmm.
And then I hear rumor of there being a fast lane, but I haven't seen it like documented by WWE. But if not, Mikey, let me pull up my calendar here.
Because Elimination Chamber is the one right before Mania, right?
Yes, unless there's a fast lane.
Unless there's fast lane, yeah.
Which I believe there was not last year.
If there's not this year, I would prefer there not to be, because then it gives us that time to build to Mania.
Well, that's the thing. Rumble here was the 31st of January. Elimination Chamber, we got 3 shows, and Elimination Chamber is February 21st. Mm-hmm. WrestleMania is not till the 10th and the 11th of April.
So we have a whole month, basically, to build to WrestleMania. We will have, if there's no fast lane, we have all of March to build towards WrestleMania.
We have 7 shows.
That's pretty good.
Between Chamber and WrestleMania, assuming there's no fast lane. Which, I hear rumor that there could be, or could not be, I don't know. I've not seen anything definitive. I've only seen like one article post about it, and it was none of like the big articles.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, who knows? But yeah, that is that, Mikey. We're on the road to WrestleMania officially. I'm excited. I'm nervous. We have 2-night WrestleMania this year. And I've been like seeing how many matches we have to do. We have to do like, I think like 8 or 9 each.
Oof. Jeez.
Yeah.
Mania. It's Mania, baby.
Yes. According to what I wrote down, you have 8 matches and I have 9 across these 2 nights.
Jeez.
So we have lots of stories to tell. But I think we have a lot of stories coming out of the Royal Rumble as well. So if you want to stay tuned with those stories, then why don't you subscribe to this program? Again, every single Friday we have a new episode of Hit the Books. So wherever you listen to podcasts, whether it be Apple Podcast Store, Spotify, Google Play, wherever you listen to podcasts, Stitcher, go subscribe to your podcast feed and make sure that you get Hit the Books every single week. Or you can also follow us on Twitter at CountOutPod. Again, at CountOutPod. By listening and staying tuned with every single week's episode, you can then vote on Twitter at CountOutPod whose show you thought was better, Raw or SmackDown. You can do that, of course, this upcoming weekend for Raw and SmackDown. I think if you're hearing this on the Sunday, then you still have opportunity to go back and listen to last Friday's episode and vote. I think. If I remember correctly, but either way, you can still follow us on Twitter and subscribe and leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. A 5-star review, we would greatly appreciate it. Mikey, anything to plug?
Yeah, go check out Independent Waters every Wednesday here on the Countout Network, where me and Zach Batista go through the independent wrestling scene and bring back gems for you to watch and for us to review. If you like indie wrestling, or if you're just getting into it like me and Zach were, you will love this show. Go check it out every Wednesday here on the Countout Network. Did I say Hit the Books Network? I probably did.
I think you said Countout. Anything else?
My brain's still on the old times. Also, every Thursday, go check out How to Talk to Your Friend About Wrestling. That's our new show here on the Count Out Network. Amanda and Ashley host that show. It is super fun, super cool. They just did a book report on Macho Man Randy Savage. So if you're into that, go check that out every Thursday here on the Count Out Network. If you like video games like us, go.
You can't speak for me, sir.
If you like video games and you are into if you're into Twitch, go check out my stream, twitch.tv/sigiled scryfish, SIGILED SCRYFISH, Sigiled Scryfish over on Twitch. I just recently started a Pokemon Shield Nuzlocke yesterday, or not yesterday, as of time of recording, yesterday. It was. When this episode comes out, it'll be like last week. So anyway, go check that out over there if you want to watch me play video games.
You can watch or listen to my show G1 and Only every other Monday. It's basically a New Japan Pro Wrestling show where we do kind of like watch along, follow along to see what wrestlers performed in the New Japan's G1 Climax Summer Tournament only once. A lot of interesting names. I recently did an episode on the introduction of Buff Bagwell, Steven Regal, Big Titan, aka Fake Razor Ramon. Yes, and tomorrow there will be another episode of G1 and Only. So go check that out. Again, it's on part of the Count Out Network. You can go find that out on all your Apple Podcasts. That's it. That's it for this week's episode. This Sunday's special pay-per-view special of the Royal Rumble episode of Hit the Books. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Until this upcoming Friday, we'll see you all then, or you'll hear us all then. But until then, we've got 2 words for you. Book it.